anime movie connoisseurs, to my romance anime connoisseurs, there seems to be a show that has flown all the way under your radar, and I don't really understand it. The romance anime movie genre is one of the greatest of all time. Now, we can all name a few of the great. A Silent Voice, Your Name, all the Studio Ghibli movies. I could go on forever, but I'm just gonna say it. It's Weathering with You. Weathering with You to me is the single greatest romance movie / coming of age anime of all time, and I don't see any post talking about it. You know when you go on Instagram and then you see those top 5 anime little post things that you get if you're a fucking weeb? Yeah, I never see A Silent Voice. Like when it came out years ago, I heard people talking about it, but I never hear people talking about it now, which is kind of insane because it's the best. Now, when I say it's the best, what do I even think is the best? When I think romance movies or romance anime in general, first thing I'm looking for is realism. Not necessarily realism in the sense that the plot is real, but the connection between people is real. Now, what I mean by that is, in Weathering with You, it's literally a person that can control the weather. Is that real? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. But the connections between the characters and their situations are very real. So for example, the boy is literally a runaway. He's a runaway who is having a hard time, and he meets a girl who is taking care of her brother and is in a hard situation, but she's his same age. So you have two people going through this struggle that bond through that, and not necessarily just meet and have like love at first sight. That's just not realistic. Let's be honest. It's never realistic to be in love with someone as soon as you see them, unless you're just like a trick. Unless you're a trick. Unless you're a trish. I've never seen somebody fall in love who has had some. Damn, I can't get the words out of my mouth. I've never seen someone fall in love with someone as soon as they see them and then have some type of mental disability. Because what the fuck? You fall in love with people as soon as you see them? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. You're gonna rob me. But back to the plot of the story. There is this runaway boy who has run away from home and gone to Tokyo. He goes into a McDonald's with no cash, and he meets this girl. This girl then offers him food, and I really forgot the plot, I'm not gonna lie. But to sum it up, her mom or grandma or something is in trouble, so she goes to this shrine to pray for her. Once she prays for her, she gets like this power to control the rain, so that like the sunshine can shine through or some shit like that. And she keeps using it to like get rid of the fucking rain, and eventually it starts to take a toll on her, and she starts to disappear and turn into like the sky, the clouds or some shit. And now she has to pick between passing away and leaving everyone she knew behind, including the boy who's been helping her. She's been getting money off this, by the way. By clearing up the sky, she gets money for some fucking reason. So she gets money by praying and clearing the sky like she's some sort of deity. And once she starts passing away, like the dude obviously doesn't want her to pass away. Like what the fuck, like you just gonna leave me here? What the fuck? So he doesn't want her to pass away, and obviously she ends up choosing the guy because it's not her responsibility to keep the rain away. And this shit resonated so well with me because like it's real, like it's like real life. And the second reason I really like it is because the romance is not like all the way in your fucking face. Like the characters aren't having sex as soon as you like watch the first 10 minutes. Like it's sort of ambiguous. Like the message is ambiguous, but you know the romance is there. Like, do you know what I mean when you watch an anime, right? A romance anime, and there's obviously tension between two characters, but they don't necessarily flesh it all the way out, and it leaves you wanting more. That feeling of wanting more is what I feel like makes a good anime, because you don't need to like push it in my face. Like I don't need like romance pushed there. Like they meet at the end, and we obviously know they end up together, but I don't need a full-blown scene of their children, even though it would have been nice. Like it made me like, that's a good conclusion, but I really want more. Like I feel like that's what makes a good anime movie. Now I'm not saying the rest of the anime movies are trash, I'm just saying they're not as good. Now A Silent Voice is an excellent example of an anime movie. Like that shit is like on par with Weathering with You for me, because of like the message behind it and all that. But I feel like Weathering with You does trump over Your Name, because Your Name is like, it's good, but like I feel like the romance was done way better in Weathering with You, just because your name is just, like, the scene with them coming together was like one of the best scenes in anime history, but it was like the whole movie was focused on them, and you got too much of them, and it satisfied you too much, if that makes sense. I know I'm babbling, but damn, I don't know how to explain what I want to say. But yeah, if you haven't watched Weathering with You, I don't know what the fuck you're doing. Yeah, like, just go watch it. Just literally go watch it, and you'll see what I'm talking about. That shit is great. The animation quality is great. Like, you can literally see a raindrop coming down the window, and you'll want to see like more just because of that. And the fucking, I don't know who it was, the aunt. The aunt is fine as fuck, by the way. I don't know what the fuck they was doing when they drove that aunt. That is not an aunt. That is a 10 out of 10. That is a 10 out of 10. But yeah, that's all I wanted to say. Go watch Weathering with You. I may review it on my Twitch. What is the Twitch link? Twitch.tv/ Asuki. It's somewhere in my fucking, it's gonna be in the description. But yeah, just go watch Weathering with You. You won't regret it. And then tell me what you think about it. And tell me, if you haven't watched it, tell me what your favorite anime movie is. And don't say a Studio Ghibli movie. If I hear Studio Ghibli one more time, like, I understand that Studio Ghibli is like great, but if I hear Studio Ghibli one more time, you're gonna have to go on these. I don't want to hear Studio Ghibli. Say Studio Ghibli and you're gonna have to see these. But yeah, bye guys. Bye guys. No Studio Ghibli or these, by the way. And follow me on Twitch. Love you.